So here it is, guys, the Galaxy Buds Plus. These are the original Galaxy Buds on the left, and we're gonna be talking about whether or not the new Galaxy Buds Plus are worth the upgrade. First, let's take a look at the cases. Very similar design. You really wouldn't be able to tell much of a difference between the size of the two cases. Flipping over to the back, you can see that they both have the USB-C charging port, and these both do accept wireless charging as well. Another thing I'm noticing as I'm turning this case around is that the Galaxy Buds Plus have a very, it's a high gloss, high shine case, and the original Galaxy Buds is more of like a matte finish. Opening the cases, you do see an immediate difference. So for the original Galaxy Buds, when you open it up, it's kind of spring-loaded and it just kind of pops open and holds open right there. You can push a little bit further and it locks into place, and then you just bring it down and it magnetically closes. For the Galaxy Buds Plus, if you pop it open, it doesn't actually, it just kind of stays. It's more of like a friction thing, and so it just kind of holds in whatever position you left it in. When you close the case, it does close very securely as well, just like with the original Galaxy Buds, and both of them hold really secure. You can't tip these upside down and get the buds to fall out of the case, so definitely well secured there. Both of them have two LEDs. There's the one in the case. This tells you how charged the buds themselves are. Then there's the one in the front of the case that tells you how charged the case is. Let's take a closer look at the buds to see what the differences are. Now, the specs on these are actually identical as far as dimensions go, which is great. I'm very appreciative of that because the Galaxy Buds, if you've watched my other videos, my other reviews, you'd know that they're one of the only wireless earbuds that fit comfortably in my ear. So it's great to see that they didn't get any larger with the Galaxy Buds Plus. As you can see, there's different size wingtips here. So you get a small, medium, and large with the original Galaxy Buds. This is the smallest one where there's no wing at all. This looks like it's probably the medium one. And then you're probably gonna get an option for a large tip as well, or a large wing as well in the box. You'll also get 3 different size tips as well. And it does look like these are made out of a different material. The tip material here actually feels a little bit softer, but this one feels like it's a bit more pliable, a bit more flexible. Now, I didn't have a comfort issue with the original Galaxy Buds, but maybe this will make them even more comfortable. Now, here's where one of the significant changes come into play here. You can see here that there's a microphone on the bottom of each of these, but if you rotate it, you'll see that the Galaxy Buds Plus add a second microphone on the outside. And if you saw my Galaxy Buds review, you'd know that the ambient sound mode, when you're trying to talk to people with your buds on, really wasn't that great. And I'd often just take the buds out to have a conversation. So I'm hoping that these 2 mics make that ambient sound mode a lot better for having a conversation with somebody. The other thing that I'd like to see is an improvement in call quality. And with 2 mics, I'm really hoping they're able to pull it off, because of all the wireless earbuds I've tested, when you're looking at like the AirPods Pro, Sony WF-1000XM3s, the Galaxy Buds tended to be kind of the worst in terms of call quality. So I'm really hoping that this dual mic situation here really makes a big improvement there. Again, I'll be getting these soon enough, so stay tuned for my full review and I'll give you guys all those details. Turning it around to the inside, you can see that you still have the 2 contacts for charging, and you have this one microphone on the inside as well. Now, this microphone is used for if you're in like a really loud environment and the outside microphones pick it up. The inside microphone is going to turn on, and that's what's going to be used for call audio. And the idea is that it's going to kind of silence the outside sounds and make it easier for the person on the other end of the line to hear you. Now, to be honest, that didn't work terribly well on the original Galaxy Buds. I'm hoping it's improved on the Galaxy Buds Plus. A question somebody else just asked me is, can you charge the original Galaxy Buds in the Galaxy Buds Plus case? So let's go ahead and find out. Let's go ahead and pop this in here and see what happens. So if I pop that in, I do see the light turn on. Let me go ahead and do this. I'll put both of them in. I'll close the case. And that does look like it's charging. So in case you were wondering, you can charge the old Galaxy Buds in the new Galaxy Buds case. Let me go ahead and take the new ones and put them in the old case and see if that works. Let's go ahead and pop that in there. Sure enough, it does work. Awesome. So if you have the original Galaxy Buds, you can actually have both cases and charge them kind of whichever way you want. So this dot right here, a lot of people mistake this for like a heart rate sensor or something like that. It's not. This is actually just a proximity sensor, and it basically tells the Galaxy Buds whether or not it's in your ear. It works pretty well. I've never had an issue where I took a Galaxy Bud out of my ear and the touch sensor was still active while it was out of my ear and like playing, pausing my music, skipping tracks, stuff like that. And in case you guys didn't know, single tap to play, pause music, double tap to skip forward, triple tap to skip back, and then long press can be set to do a number of different things. Anything from like activating Google Assistant, activating ambient mode, turning the volume up and down, and a few other things as well. Another question I'm getting a lot is, do the Galaxy Buds Plus have active noise canceling? And they do not. The only canceling you're going to get is just the seal that it makes in your ear. So it's not going to be nearly as good as something you're going to get with the Sony WF-1000 XM3s or the Apple AirPods Pro as far as noise canceling goes. However, these come in at a much lower price, just $149 for these buds, compared to $200 change for Apple's AirPod Pros, and a similar price point for the WF-1000 XM3s as well. Now let's talk a little bit about battery life. So the original Galaxy Buds, it was 6 hours of listening time plus 7 hours of charge in the case. For the Galaxy Buds Plus, Samsung's saying you're gonna get 11 hours of listening time plus another 11 hours in the case for a total of 22 hours of listening time. And on top of that, probably the most interesting part to me, or the most exciting part for me, is that with just 5 minutes of charging, you'll get an hour of listening time, which is nuts. So even if you don't get the full 11 hours and you only get like 9, 10 hours, that's still way more listening time than your average person's ever going to need on a single charge. So basically, these buds are never gonna die on you. Another improvement that I'm really interested to test out is an improvement in sound quality. So the original Galaxy Buds I have here on the left, these had just one speaker, but the Galaxy Buds Plus have two. They have a subwoofer and a tweeter. So I'm really interested to see what kind of a difference that makes, especially because, again, if you guys saw my review, I thought the Galaxy Buds had excellent sound quality. So any improvement is just gonna be incredible, especially now with two speakers, and that's just awesome. It's something that I really can't wait to test out and tell you guys about my full review. The Galaxy Buds come in 3 different colors. You get this kind of a light blue, you get black, and you get white. So the question remains, are the Galaxy Buds Plus worth the upgrade over the Galaxy Buds? Now, if you don't have either of these and you're comparing between the two and you're wondering if you should spend a little bit more for the Galaxy Buds Plus, the answer is yes. Between the extra battery life you get in the case, the improved sound quality, and hopefully the improved audio quality when making phone calls, it's an easy recommendation. If you already have the Galaxy Buds and you're thinking about upgrading to the Galaxy Buds Plus, that's a little bit harder for me to recommend right now because I haven't had enough time to really see if there's much of a difference between the sound quality, the ambient sound mode, and the call quality. If it ends up being that there's a huge difference in all of those, then it's definitely worth the upgrade. But again, I just haven't had quite enough time to really test those features out, so I'll be able to answer that more definitively in my full Galaxy Buds Plus review. The Galaxy Buds Plus will cost $149 and they'll be available starting February 14th. As always, I'll have my Amazon affiliate links in the description. If you guys purchase the buds through those links, then I do get a small commission, which helps pay for travel expenses when I go to events like Galaxy Unpacked. As always, like the video if you liked it, share it if you loved it, and subscribe so you don't miss my Galaxy Buds Plus deep dive review. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you guys will be notified right when it's uploaded. That's it for this Techisode. God bless, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.